Alert and intelligent, the Pugapoo actually makes for a surprisingly good watchdog. The Pugapoo is a cross between two different dog breeds, the Pug and the Poodle. The appearance can vary widely based on what traits it inherits from each parent, but in general, most individuals have a moderately sized snout, droopy ear, and a slim physique. The coat of fur, which can vary between a smooth to curly texture, comes in several different colors, including apricot, white, and black, and the tail can be either curly or straight. Due to how genes are passed down from one generation to another, the Pugapoo will not inherit traits equally from both of its parents. Some traits may be more dominant than others. In fact, the same litter may contain wildly different-looking dogs. This can result in very unpredictable traits. While the Poodle and the Pug may not seem to have much in common, both breeds are well regarded for their friendly and affectionate nature. The Pug and the Poodle are incredibly popular in the United States, even as the Pugapoo mix itself is not well known at all. Fortunately, the Pugapoo has become more common in the 21st century and can be bought for a relatively low cost. For many different dog mixes, including the Pugapoo, there is unfortunately little population-wide data about the most common health problems. Even closely related dogs may have different health vulnerabilities, depending on how the genes fall. Nevertheless, the most common health problems are likely the same as the Poodle and the Pug. That means it may be prone to Addison's disease, in which the body doesn't produce enough steroid hormones, causing fatigue, dizziness, and low blood pressure, patellar luxation, in which the kneecaps regularly moves out of its normal location, and diabetes. If the Pugapoo inherits a shorter snout, then it may also have some of the same breathing difficulties as the Pug. Other common health problems include cancer, retinal degeneration, allergies, and ear infections. Despite popular belief, a mix is not necessarily healthier than a pure breed dog. The health problems are just more unpredictable. But if the Pugapoo doesn't develop any life-threatening conditions, then it can enjoy a relatively long life of some 12 to 14 years. To sum up the health conditions you should be aware of: cancer, diabetes, ear infections, Addison's disease, patellar luxation. Just like everything else about this dog, the Pugapoo is likely to have a blend of different personality traits from its two parent breeds. Since both the Pug and the Poodle tend to have an affectionate and outgoing personality, the Pugapoo is likely to exhibit the same traits as well. It enjoys making friends with almost anyone. There is a downside to this exuberant personality, however. If the Pugapoo doesn't receive enough attention, then it may try to entertain itself. This can lead to some annoying or destructive behavior like chewing, digging, or barking. That is why the Pugapoo should always have enough activities to do during the day. The good news is it can adapt to both apartment and house living. There are no particular space requirements for this mix. Depending on what personality and physical traits it inherits, the Pugapoo is generally a low to moderate maintenance dog that should not cost too much to own. Because there are no standard for this type of dog, every individual Pugapoo may be slightly different in its requirements. Though as a puppy, it may need extra health checkups and plenty of training. A full-grown Pugapoo only requires about a cup of high-quality dog food per day. It does have the tendency to become overweight, which might exacerbate its chances of developing diabetes, so it is a good idea to restrict the amount of food if it seems like your dog is packing on weight. The amount of food may vary slightly based on the dog's age, natural size, and activity level. Both the curly and smooth coat Pugapoos do not have the tendency to shed very often. However, Whereas the smooth coat variety only requires a light daily brushing, the curly-haired variety also needs careful grooming every 4 to 6 weeks to prevent matting and skin infections from developing. There is no particular reason you can't clip the fur yourself, but for best results, you should have a professional take care of the dog. It's also a good idea to give your dog daily teeth brushings to prevent dental problems. The Pugapoo requires some 30 to 60 minutes of exercise a day, preferably in the form of outdoor walks or brief playtime periods. Some individual dogs may be athletic enough to participate in agility and obedience competitions. But if your dog has inherited a short snout from the pug, you may need to exercise particular care about letting it work out too much on a hot day, since it can cause health problems. If your dog appears to be panting hard, then it's time to give it a rest. You should always carry plenty of water with you on a hot day as well. Since there is no standard, Pugapoo puppies can vary quite a bit in appearance and temperament even within the same litter. For best results, you should always buy your puppies from a reputable breeder who screens for health problems. It is also a good idea to train and socialize your dog as early as possible so it develops good behavior as a full-grown adult. The Pugapoo is an all-around great family dog. It is very friendly and gentle with children of almost all ages. However, because of its smaller size, the Pugapoo might not tolerate any rough play. That is why it might be a good idea to wait until the children are old enough to take responsibility for the dog before inviting it into the home. But you should keep in mind that every dog is different and might respond to children in different ways. If you're looking for a pure breed dog, then the most obvious place to start is with the original breeds that produce the Pugapoo. Pug. The pug is one of the quintessential small dogs. It has a small, square body, a short snout, a light brown or black fur color, and a small tail that curls back over the body. The pug is friendly, affectionate, and a bit of a clown, but although highly trainable, it also has a stubborn streak. Many of these traits may be present in the Pugapoo as well. Poodle. The poodle is the national dog of France, although it actually originated from Germany, and one of the most popular in the entire world. It also ranks among the most intelligent, athletic, and elegant dog breeds. The long tufts of curly hair, which are colored black, white, gray, brown, apricot, or red, usually require professional grooming every month or two. Boston Terrier. Originating in the United States, the Boston Terrier is a small non-sporting dog with a short snout, big eyes, and a tuxedo-shaped coat of fur. Black, brindle, and seal, black with a sort of red tinge, are the most common coat colors for this breed. The reason it's on this list is because, like the poodle and pug, the Boston Terrier is gentle, friendly, and trainable.